Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, March 26th. I don't know if this chicken's been on a video before. There are a bunch of red ones. She just was the closest one that was calm. Let me let her sit a little more comfortably. See if we can get her to be calm through the video. So, Tennessee Williams, The Glass Menagerie, Scene 2. I hope you watched, read, listened to the video on Scene 1. It kind of sets up the whole thing. Scene 2 just has two characters, Amanda and Laura. And I thought what we do, just to make short work of it, is it's only 2 pages. I'm just going to go through it the best I can and just read it to you guys, read it to the chicken. There's not really a good part for the chicken, but she may jump in. So anyways, the scene sets up with just Laura alone in the apartment, and the play is called The Glass Menagerie in reference to Laura and her favorite pastime, which, get ready for it, she collects little glass ornaments. That's what she does. Now, there's nothing wrong with collecting glass ornaments. I mean, lots of people collect things. This is her only hobby. It's really the only thing she likes to do. She collects and cares for and cleans little glass ornaments. So when the scene opens, that's what she's doing. She's messing with her glass ornaments. She hears her mom coming up the stairs, and she puts it all away real quick and gets in front of her typewriter with her typing chart to make it look like she wasn't doing what she was doing. So that sets the scene. Certainly none of us have ever done anything like that, where we're doing something that we shouldn't be doing, and we hear someone coming and we put it all away quick. We've never done that. That's obviously sarcasm. We all do that. Anyhow, scene 2. I'll try to get it out without scaring the chicken. All right. So Laura hears her mother coming, puts everything away quick. And Laura is nervous because she sees her mother's face. Laura says, "Hello, Mother, and she makes a nervous gesture toward the chart on the wall. Amanda leans against the shut door and stares at Laura with a martyred look. And Amanda says, "Deception, deception." Laura says shakily, "How was the DAR meeting?" Amanda slowly opens her purse, removes a dainty white handkerchief, which she shakes out delicately and delicately touches her lips and nostrils. "Didn't you go to the DAR meeting, Mother?" Amanda says faintly, almost inaudibly, "No. No. I did not have the strength to go to the DAR meeting, Mother." And I'm sorry, Amanda says, No, I did not have the strength to go to the DAR. In fact, I did not have the courage. I wanted to find a hole in the ground and hide myself in it forever." She crosses slowly to the wall and removes the diagram of the typewriter keyboard. She holds it in front of her for a second, staring at it sweetly, and then sorrowfully, then bites her lips and tears it into 2 pieces. Laura says, "Why'd you do that, Mother? Why are you..." And Amanda says, Why, how old are you, Laura?" And Laura says, "Mother, you know my age." Amanda, the mother, "I thought you were an adult. It seems that I was mistaken." She just stares at Laura. Laura says, "Please don't stare at me, Mother." Amanda closes her eyes and lowers her head. What are we going to do? What is going to become of us? What is the future? Has something happened, Mother? Amanda draws a long breath and takes out the handkerchief again. "Mother, has something happened? I'll be all right in a minute. I'm just bewildered by life." Which, by the way, is a great line. Frequently, I too am bewildered by life. You may be as well. Life can be bewildering. Laura says, "Mother, I wish that you would tell me what's happened." Amanda says, "As you know, I was supposed to be inducted into my office at the DAR this afternoon, but I stopped off at Rubicam's Business College to speak to your teachers about your having a cold and ask them what progress they thought you were making down there." And all Laura can say is, "Oh." Amanda says, "I went to the typing instructor and introduced myself as your mother. She didn't know who you were. Wingfield, she said, we don't have any such student enrolled at the school. I assured her she did, that you had been going to classes since early January. I wonder, she said, if you could be talking about that terribly shy little girl who dropped out of school after only a few days' attendance. No, I said, Laura, my daughter, has been going to school every day for the past 6 weeks. Excuse me, she said. She took the attendance book out, and there was your name, unmistakably printed, and all the dates you were absent until they decided that you had dropped out of school. I still said, no, there must have been some mistake. There must have been some mix-up in the records. And she said, no, I remember her perfectly now. Her hands shook so that she couldn't hit the right keys. The first time we gave a speed test, she broke down completely, was sick at the stomach, and almost had to be carried into the washroom. After that morning, she never showed up anymore. We phoned the house, but never got any answer. While I was working at Famous and Bar, I suppose demonstrating those. Oh, I felt so weak I could barely keep on my feet. I had to sit down while they got me a glass of water. $50 tuition. All of our plans, my hopes, and ambition for you, just gone up the spout. Just gone up the spout like that. Laura draws a long breath and gets awkwardly to her feet. She crosses to the Victrola and winds it. What are you doing? Oh, easy chicken, almost done. Laura, where have you been going when you've gone on pretending that you were going to business college? I've just been out walking. That's not true. It is. I just went walking. Walking? Walking? In winter? Deliberately courting pneumonia in that light coat? Where did you walk to, Laura? All sorts of places, mostly in the park. Even after you'd started catching that cold? It was the lesser of two evils, Mother. I couldn't go back up. I threw up on the floor. From 7:30 till after 5 every day, you mean to tell me you walked around in the park because you wanted to make me think that you were still going to Rubican's business college? It wasn't as bad as it sounds, Mother. I went inside places to get warmed up. Inside where? I went into the art museum and the birdhouses at the zoo. I visited the penguins every day. Sometimes I did without lunch and went to the movies. Lately, I've been spending most of my afternoons in the jewel box, that big glass house where they raise the tropical flowers. Hold on, your wings in your way. You did all this to deceive me? Just for deception? Why? Mother, when you're disappointed, you get that awful suffering look on your face, like the picture of Jesus' mother in the museum. Hush. I couldn't face it. So what are we gonna... This is Amanda talking. So what are we gonna do the rest of our lives? Stay home and watch the parades go by? Amuse ourselves with the Glass Menagerie, darling? Eternally play those worn-out phonograph records your father left as a painful reminder of him? We won't have a business career. We've given that up because it gave us nervous indigestion. What is there left but dependency all our lives? I know so well what becomes of unmarried women who aren't prepared to occupy a position. I've seen such pitiful cases in the South, barely tolerated spinsters living upon the grudging patronage of sister's husband's or brother's wife, stuck away in some little mousetrap of a room, encouraged by one in-law to visit another, little bird-like women without any nest, eating the crust of humility all their life. Is that the future we've mapped out for ourselves? I swear it's the only alternative I can think of. It isn't a very pleasant alternative, is it? Of course, some girls do marry. Haven't you ever liked some boy? Yes, I liked one once. I came across his picture a while ago. He gave you his picture? No, it's in the yearbook. Oh, a high school boy. Yes, his name was Jim. Here he is in the Pirates of Penzance. The what? The operetta the senior class put on. He had a wonderful voice, and we sat across from the aisle from each other on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the auditorium. Here he is with the silver cup for debating. See his grin? He must have had a jolly disposition. He used to call me Blue Roses. Why did he call you such a name as that? When I had that attack of pleuroses, he asked me what was the matter when I came back. I said pleuroses, but he thought that I said Blue Roses, so that's what he always called me after that. Whenever he saw me, he'd holler, "Hey, Blue Roses." I didn't care for the girl that he went with, Emily Meisenbach. Emily was the best-dressed girl at Solden. She never struck me, though, as being sincere. It says in the personal section they're engaged. That was 6 years ago. They must be married by now. And Amanda says, girls that aren't cut out for business careers usually wind up married to some nice man. Sister, that's what you'll do. Laura utters a startled, doubtful laugh. She quickly reaches for a piece of glass. But Mother, yes, Amanda says. And Laura says, I'm crippled. Nonsense, Laura. I've told you never, never use that word. Why, you're not crippled. You just have a little defect. Hardly noticeable, even. When some people have some slight disadvantage like that, they cultivate other things to make up for it. Develop charm and vivacity and charm. That's all you have to do. One thing your father had plenty of was charm. So that's scene 2. I asked you in the prompt, can you relate to Laura? Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever lived through the disappointment is worse than anger? Amanda was both angry and disappointed in Laura for dropping out of business school. I don't want to make the video too much longer because we're already at 11 minutes. Thanks for listening. That was scene 2. This has been a very, very patient chicken. She has been a very good girl. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Thanks for getting through the week. Don't forget to post your name in the post section so I can give you attendance credit. And I will talk to you all soon. Have a great rest of your day. Literature with a Chicken, Glass Menagerie, Scene 2. See you guys.